The first thing I do when I look at a piece is I look at its shape, I look at its layers. So we have a belly, but it doesn't have a really defined ending point up here. We look at its toes and its legs, and again, they don't have a really defined stopping point here. Doesn't have a defined end here. Its neck doesn't have a defined stopping point. Looking at where I might have a challenge of having definition in those legs. How I might want to accent details in the nose. What kind of eyes I might want to have, very cartoonish, realistic. How detailed I want it to be, how cartoonish I might want it to be before I get started. Then I look online for inspiration. So I found my inspiration online, and I'll show you, try to get a picture on the screen. Then I look at all my color options and I get an idea. So for this project, I have 3 different shades of yellow. So for my belly, my lightest shade, I'm going to use Tweety Bird. For my body, I'm going to use Old Yeller. For accent colors, right now, I think I'm going to go with What a Yolk. It's kind of an orangish yellow. Because I don't want really orange, but And then for my legs, and definitely my spines, potentially maybe some like my feet details in my eyes, I'm going to start with Till We Meet Again, which is like a blue teal. And then to add depth and detail, I'm going to go with Teal Tomorrow, which is like a green teal. So it's much darker. So those are going to be my colors. Then we're just going to get started. So of course I forgot to hit record and I missed all of this. So what I'm doing here is I'm doing a dry brush technique to give a little depth. So I've am taking my brush and doing a layer of paint along the base of those spines. And then I am bringing it up the edge to the tip of the tail or tip of the spine. And I'm doing just a little bit of paint at the time, and I'm drawing it, dragging it up. So normally we want a lot of paint, but this I want just a little bit, and it's hard to tell. It's barely on there, and I'm trying to get it so you can see it on the camera, which is really hard to do on a phone. I'm trying to get it to show, and it's not working really well. Let's see if I can get it to adjust to the right thing. Focus. There it goes. So you can see it's just barely there where I want it to be. And I'm just kind of spreading it around, just getting a little bit on there. So I'll turn it on the back and I'll kind of show you a little more exaggerated. This is a little more paint than I wanted it to be. So I'm kind of doing a layer at the base. And I'm going to brush it up. Get a little extra off my brush. And I'm going to swipe it up towards the edge. So that base is going to be a lot darker than the tip will be. Now, granted, these two colors are in the same color family, so they'll blend a lot better. But you'll definitely see those strokes. You'll see those marks where I do have paint and don't have paint. If those were two very different colors, it'd be very noticeable. If you wanted a more blended technique, you could use a paintbrush or a sponge to blend them in. There you have it, the Stegosaurus Piggy Bank. Follow us online, Facebook, and on our website for more information. See you next time.